Aloha everybody! I hope everyone's doing well. So I just wanted to show you one of the things that I have been making for breakfast recently. The main question that people usually ask when they find out that, I don't eat any animal products is like, oh, well, what do you eat? What do you eat for breakfast? Like, what's an example? So this is just like one example of the many, many things that I like to eat. There's so many different foods available, and actually once I stopped eating animal products, I just found more ways to expand my diet through being vegan and experimenting with all these different new things, like new types of protein, like all the legumes and the beans and different ways to prepare them. Like, I'll make things like chickpea fritters, I'll make things like, I don't know, just like dal, like Indian food, Mexican food. Like, there's all types of foods that you can make. You can make all the same foods that you can with meat, but you can substitute them with other things as well. So it's not like that you're limited at all. Like, I don't feel that way at all. I feel like I've really expanded and expanded not just my palate, but my nutrients that I'm getting. I feel like I'm getting more through eating things through plants. So what I was going to show you is a breakfast that I've been making in the morning. It's actually the afternoon right now, but I had a protein shake this morning, so but anyway, it's going to be purple potatoes, and I'm going to use peanut butter and chia seeds and walnuts, and you can use like any type of nuts. I might even put like pumpkin seeds in there, and you can sweeten it a little bit. And so what I do is I mix all those things together, and I'll put some cinnamon on it, and it's almost kind of like I eat it kind of like a cereal. So I'll pour some vegan milk on it, and I'll just go ahead and show you. So the first thing is to grab a sweet potato. So I'll grab one of these, and I will wash it in the sink. I'm going to set this down so I can actually scrub it. Make sure it's clean. And then what I'll do is I'll cut it into pieces. Oops. So I'm also going to turn the stove on so that it gets hot while I'm doing this. Sorry, the camera's shaking a little bit. Maybe I'll put it there. You can still see. That's probably all I need. It's just going to be me who's eating it, so I don't need a whole lot. And I also like to cut them in halves as well. Okay, so I've cut my sweet potatoes, and so I've turned the stove on, and this is how I steam it. I just basically take a pot, and I use a strainer, and I put it in the pot, and I just put the lid on, and that's how I steam things. And there's different ways to cook sweet potatoes. I like to steam them when I'm making this. It just makes them a little bit juicier. When you bake them, they tend to dry out a little bit. So I'm just going to wait for that to get hot, and then I will put the sweet potatoes in. So the sweet potatoes are done. So I turned off the stove, and I'm just going to put them into my bowl. Down somewhere that you can see. So I'm just going to add some peanut butter. chop them up a little bit more. Ooh, these are nice and soft. I like this sweet potato. Turned out to be a good one. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to add a big spoon of peanut butter. Some more, because peanut butter is so awesome. Yeah, I found out recently that I was deficient in fat, so it's a good idea for me to incorporate a little bit more fat into my diet. So I've been eating more nut butters and avocados and nuts in general. So I basically just mix it up like that. I know it looks a little bit messy. So peanut butter. And now I'm going to add a spoon of chia seeds. I'm going to add some cinnamon. So at this point, I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to add a few more things. I'm going to add some walnuts. So I'll break apart some walnut pieces. I feel like I need to put the camera a little bit higher. Put it like up here so you can see a little bit better. So some walnuts, I'll add a little bit more walnuts. So it does look pretty awesome. Let's see. I'm going to pour some cashew milk over it. If you want to do like a sweetener, then you can add like a tablespoon of maple syrup, or a teaspoon of maple syrup. I'm going to add like a little spoon of maple syrup, like that. And I'm going to mix it all up. It's hard just to use one hand. Back down. So hopefully you can kind of see what's going on, but I'm going to mix it all up. And the peanut butter kind of helps it all kind of stick together, which is good. I'm going to add some cashew milk. I got this on sale at the store, so I love cashew milk, but you can also make it yourself, and I do make it myself as well. Just when you make it yourself, you kind of have to make it from scratch every time, because it doesn't go very well in the refrigerator for that long. So same thing with like when I do my coconut milk stuff, when I thaw it out, I just like take a spoon of it and I put it inside of a cup and I just blend it together with water as needed. Because if you already mix it with water and you leave it in there for a long time, it'll start to separate. So here's my cereal. I can add a little bit more milk. So I'm really happy because it turned out really delicious. Whenever I've been eating something kind of sweet, like if I add a little bit of maple syrup to something, I'll put some cinnamon in it because it helps metabolize the sugar. So that's good. And yeah, here's my vegan breakfast, or at this point vegan lunch. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and take care. Namaste. Aloha.